I don't know if you have an opinion on, kind of open source as a marketing gimmick. I mean, I do, but I'm interested in your thought on seeing that, if you've seen that as well, what you think of that as a trend.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality is it's easy to see through a lot of those strategies, and it doesn't behoove you as a business. Oftentimes, you might get some initial pop from it, but you might not get the sustained adoption growth revenue that you might have expected from it. I personally, I think that we can be more explicit about what we're doing with open source. And I think to say, hey, this is source available. We're not creating a community, but we decided to make it source available, can be a way for companies to check some of the boxes that they need to check for getting technology to be used at various places, without sort of bringing people along in this fantasy that they're going to be accepting their PRs and listening to their suggestions.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they want a community. They just want a community of users, right? So they just don't want a community of contributors. Like, we want to control our own destiny.
Right.
And I know some companies are very, persnippety about like what they accept because they want to control. I know, I've had in the past where, certain companies will rewrite any sort of code that you put out there so they can claim to own complete IP, like provenance of it, right? So, you might have submitted the code, but we completely rewrote it from scratch. So it's ours. That way no one in the future can come along and do anything with it.
Yeah, what is even the point?
Well, because it's the control, right? Because if in the future they might want to sell the company and then it'll make it easier or whatever.